Hey ladies, so today I want to talk about how low effort women will sabotage friendships. Sometimes someone realizes they can't be a good friend to you the way you're a good friend to them. And in order to appease themselves and to make themselves feel better about the situation, they will start to mistreat you purposely to push you away. How many of you all have dealt with that? I'm really curious to know, have you ever dealt with someone where after the fact, after you guys have fallen out or you guys have just gone no contact or stopped dealing with each other, did you realize wow, this person actually sabotaged the relationship because they realized that they couldn't be a good friend to me? I want to discuss this because I have experienced this so much in my life. Even as an adult, I had to mourn friendships that I thought I would have forever because there were people who realized that they could not be as good of a friend to me as I was to them. I had friends in the past who, we've known each other for years, and fast forward to adulthood, as you grow older, you are obviously meeting different milestones, and there's different things that are happening in your life that show that you're improving your life. And I think that some friends, if they are not doing the same things or if they're not improving as rapidly as you, they can become insecure. And I noticed that I've had friends sabotage the friendship when they realized that they couldn't be happy for me the way I was happy for them. And I think that's what was really hurtful, is that I've always been the supportive friend. I've always been the friend that claps for people, even when I don't have the same things going on. Let's say my friend buys a house or gets married. I'm happy for you, girl. That, if anything, tells me that that's in the neighborhood for me. I'm going to get that soon too because someone close to me is experiencing it, And not even just that, I'm happy for my friends because I love my friends. But it was hard for me to come to terms with the fact that I may have friends and people in my life who don't want good things for me, but they want me to be happy for the good things that are happening for them. And when you realize that, that is such a hurtful thing to come to terms with, but it's also a very sinister thing to come to terms with, because you realize that you're in a friendship with a one-sided person. You realize that you're in a friendship with a leech, essentially. You're dealing with someone who wants you to be happy for them, who wants you to cheer for them, support them, clap for them publicly and privately, give them uplifting words of encouragement and show your support. When on the other hand, when it's your turn, they can't do it. And for whatever reason, it's they are intimidated or threatened by you. Maybe they're insecure. Maybe they think you're better than them, or they think that supporting you would take them off of their pedestal. Who knows? But when you realize you're dealing with someone like that, you will start to see certain indicators that they're going to sabotage the friendship. One of them is they will not be as loud when it comes to their support for you. They will slowly start to show a disinterest in the things that you're doing that are accomplishments or things that are achievements in your life that you're proud of, milestones in your life. They won't be happy for you. They won't reciprocate the same energy. And that's something I noticed. A lot of times, low effort women in friendships, they will sabotage by ignoring you. They'll downplay certain things that are happening in your life by ignoring your announcements. They'll ignore your accomplishments. They will downplay the big things that happen in your life because they don't want to take the attention off of them and what they have going on. Even if what they have going on is nothing. The fact that the spotlight is on you for even a second doesn't sit right with them. It's not something that they can stomach. And so because they're low effort and they only look at friendship as one-sided, they naturally will not be able to put out the same excitement, put out the same effort in showing you that they're happy for you. They just can't do it. They can't do it. And a lot of times these women run in packs with other low effort women. They like to befriend women who are low effort just like them. The women who are sometimey and the women who make everything a competition. I noticed that women like that, they love to be around other women like that. Women who are competitive like to have competitive friends. They like to have competitive and comparative friends because it's exciting for them. That's what friendship means to them. Friendship means, how can I measure my life to this other person's life, and how can we basically compete with each other but keep it friendly and cordial, and I don't have to get super deep with this person, or I don't have to peel back the layers and really get to know this person and build a deeper bond. I can just have this superficial relationship where we all just brag about what we have going on and we talk to each other here and there. It's nothing too deep. It's nothing too serious. It's superficial. It's artificial for the most part. That's how low effort women are, and I find that they're best friends with each other. They get along the best because they're both low effort, they're both being disingenuous with each other, and it works out for their agendas and for their egos. But when you're a high effort woman in friendships, you are nothing like this. High effort women in friendships are intentional. We oftentimes think about how someone will take certain things that we say and do. We are very mindful and thoughtful of our friends and what they like and what they don't like, what makes them smile, what makes them happy, what doesn't make them happy. We think twice and sometimes even 3 times about how this person would feel if we were to do X, Y, and Z, say X, Y, and Z. We are intentional. And I think that's the big disconnect, is that low effort friendships and low effort friends and low effort women like the intentionality that high effort women bring to friendships. They love that you're intentional. They love that you're thoughtful because it feeds their ego, obviously. These women feed off of you being a giver. They feed off of you going the extra mile, being thoughtful. They know that they can get that out of you without having to give it back. And that's the harmful part about being in a friendship with a low effort woman, is she's going to always sabotage by showing you, hey girl, you're doing all these things for me. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to do it back for you. And I'm going to show you that by not reciprocating. I'm going to show you that by coming up short when you needed me, or not showing up when you need me, or being flaky, or being sometimey, or expecting things from you but not being able to give it back, and then wondering why you're upset with me when I can't give it back to you. Playing dumb when you bring these facts to me and refusing to meet you in the middle. These are the things that low effort women do to sabotage friendships. This is why they can never hold on to friendships long, why they're recycling friends all the time, why you see them with new women, new friends all the time. It's because they cannot be genuine and they cannot have high effort, high value friendships with women. They only operate well with low effort, low value women. So ladies, I don't know, this is just a little phenomenon that I've come up with that I would love to have a further conversation about. I don't know what came over me one day, but I was just thinking to myself, like, wow, when I think about it, like, people in my life who I've had falling outs with, usually they sabotage the friendship because they realize that they can't show up for me in the same ways that I show up for them. They can't be supportive. They can't be thoughtful. They never want to do the things that I do. It's like it's very rare that you find someone who can be the same type of friend that you are. And that's why if you're a real woman, if you are a genuine woman, if you are a beautiful woman at that, you are not going to have many genuine, real, deep, close friendships. You're going to have a lot of surface level, low effort friendships if you keep those types of women around you. If you are intentional and real and crave deep connection and you're gorgeous on top of that, you're most likely going to only have one close friend, or maybe 2 if you're lucky, because not all women are secure enough to be friends with gorgeous women. But on top of that, they're also not willing to show up for you and be a good friend to you the way you are if they are threatened by you, insecure, or if they're used to having low value, low effort friendships. They're going to sabotage it every time, and you're going to always leave feeling like you gave more than they did. So ladies, drop it in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on low effort friendships down below. Have you ever experienced someone sabotaging a friendship with you because they realized that they couldn't be a good friend to you the way you were a good friend to them? I'd love to have a conversation down below in the comments, and I'll also be leaving my email in the description box so you can share your stories with me there as well. Have a lovely day, ladies.